Hello friends, welcome to this video where we will learn about organization structure of Scaled Agile framework. So in this video we will learn high level of organization structure for the Scaled Agile framework. So first of all, what is the Scaled Agile and why we use this? Okay, so Scaled Agile is used when you have to scale your agile way of working, then you will use this scaled agile. And why we need to scale your agile way of working? So there are several dimensions which generally we think about this scaling of agile framework. The one dimension is when you have a team size of more than 50 people or more than 100 people, then it's very difficult to handle by one product owner, and then we need to scale the framework. So the structure we need to scale, so that is the one reason. The another reason is that when you want to align the portfolio level with the development team execution level, so work items created by portfolio level and the execution done by the development team, all these alignments are done by using scale agile framework. Okay, so we will see in this diagram how this structure is defined and how we work. So let's go. You can see there are several level of structure like team level, program level, value stream level, and portfolio level. So we will go bottom up approach and we learn how this structure is defined in Scale Agile. Okay. So first of all, see, this is the team level structure where we are using Scrum methodology framework we use when we have a small team size. In that small team size, we have a product owner, we have a Scrum master, and our development team. So these three are the main role in Scrum. So this is a team level. So what happens when your team size increases more than 5 or 6? At that time, single product owner, he will not be at expert level where he can align the business goal for the larger team size. To align that common goal, common business goal, we need to scale it up. So again, we have a Scrum master, we have a development team. So when your team size increases more than 50 people or more than 100 people, to align those team, when we scale it up, so we scale it from the team level to program level. Okay, so here we are scaling from team to program. See, this is scaled from team to program level. So at program level, again you have a different roles defined. Compared to team, at program level you have product management, you have release train engineer, system architect, system team, and business owner. So here you can see this product management, it is scaled from product owner. So here product management, what this will do, it will product management will coordinate with the product owner, where this product management provides all the required features to the product owner and it will be aligned with PO. Now, as we have a Scrum Master in our development team level, it's a small team size. The same way, this Scrum Master is scaled up to RTE, known as Release Train Engineer, or sometimes we say Chief Scrum Master. So what is the role of this RTE? This RTE will coordinate with all the Scrum Master at the different team level, and it will facilitate all the Scrum Masters. So it's a scaled version of Scrum Master. Now System Architect. So what is the role of System Architect? As we know that in Scrum is a self-organizing team, and in self-organized team, the team itself design the architects. But when you have a grown-up team size, large team size, so in that case, to align with your system architecture and to check the impact assessment, for the impact assessment of your system level changes, you have a role defined as system architect. So system architect here, this role will not create any architectural design. Why? What they will do, they will just do the impact assessment of different system developed by the small level of team. So when all the team members, for example, at team level you have a different team, 10 teams, all the teams have designed subsystems. So integrating all these systems, they will do the architectural impact assessment. The same system team. What system team will do? As I told that at this team level, each team will provide some deliverable. So system team will integrate those deliverable, and after integration, they will provide a solution. Business owner. Business owner is one more role defined at program level. So what business owner will actually do? They are the key stakeholders and they will provide the business related input at program level. And from those input, product management will define the high valued or high prioritized features, and they will coordinate with the product owner and will deliver this at program level. So till now, from team we have scaled up to program level when our team size increases more than 5 to 6 team. Come here in this video. Here in this picture, what we see? We see these are the different team at this team level. Okay, so when we have a team size, minimum team member 50 and maximum is 125. So when we have a more than 50 or almost 125 team members in a team, it's very difficult for a single product owner or a product owner to handle the interrelation between different components or the common system. So it will be very difficult for them to achieve the common goal. To achieve the common goal or to achieve the common features, what we do, we will group all these teams into a single team known as program. So here this circle you can see, this is a program. We can say this as a program 1. Okay, so different teams, they are grouped and formed a program. So these teams are scaled here to program level. Now what will happen if our team size increases more than 125? If it's 200 or 400 or 500 teams are there, in that case we will create another program where the team will be 50 to 125 team members will be there in one program. Okay, so we have created another program here. So this is one program, this is another program. This program when we have a team size more than 125. So as we grow the team, we will create one more program, and each program level we will have a different roles which is defined here. Hope up to here it is clear. Okay, now you can see value stream. So this value stream exists only when we will have more than one program. If there is only one program, this is not needed. But if we have more than one program, means we have a more than 200 team members. So in that case, we will scale it up. Then program will scale it up to value stream level. So this stream is called value stream, where we have more than one program. Okay, so at this value stream level, we will have a different role defined. As we have defined a team level, program level, similar way we will define it as value stream level. So at value stream level, we will have a solution management. So this solution management will coordinate with product management, and this product management will coordinate with product owner. Because at value stream level, from top level, or we can say this portfolio level, when new initiatives are given, so that will be given to value stream, and at this value stream, solution management, they will create the initiatives, they will define the initiatives, and they will coordinate with this product management. Product management will define the features, and this product management team will coordinate with product owner, and the development team will deliver it. Okay, the same way, the VSE is another role which is known as value stream engineer. So value stream engineer is scaled version of RTE, this release train engineer. So VSE, this value stream engineer will coordinate with RTE, RTE will coordinate with Scrum Master. So basically what value stream engineer will do? Value stream engineer will coordinate with RTE, and they will facilitate the delivery of all the agile release train. I will tell you later about what is ART, this Agile Release Train. So basically, for now, this VSC will coordinate with RTE and will facilitate the delivery of all of each ART, each Agile Release Train. The same way we will have a solution architect. So at program level, when we will create integrated solution, so at this level, this solution architect will do the impact assessment at the high level, at the solution level. So this, you can say, will coordinate with the system architect. So this is the basic structure where each role at each level, each role will communicate or coordinate with their corresponding roles with the lower levels. Now at the top you will see this portfolio level. So at this level you can see few roles are there, like you can see Epic Owner, Enterprise Architect. PPM is known as Program Portfolio Management. So basically what Epic Owner will do, Epic Owner will create new ideas, they will come up with new initiatives, and this Program Portfolio Management will provide the budget for the initiatives. This PPM at this level will decide that how much budget will be allocated to value stream level, to which feature or which initiatives. So they will allocate the budget at this level, and those budget will be given to each value stream, and from there each one coordinate according to their role and will help in delivering the common solution, or they will create a common solution for the common system. Okay, so as I told that this is the program level, and earlier we used the word ART, Agile Release Train. So ART, the solution which we deliver at each program level, for program 1, the delivery is known as ART1. Okay, so this is Agile Release Train for one program level. Agile Release Train 2 is delivery for another program level. Okay, so the team from here, from program up to this team, this education level team, from program to team, these two levels are known as Agile Release Train. So one Agile Release Train for one program level, another Agile Release Train for another program level. And to be clear, the maximum team members in one Agile Train should be under 25. If it's more than under 25, 200 team, if you have to create one more program level, it means you have to create one more Agile Release Train. So at program level, we will talk about Agile Release Trains. And at value stream, you can see clearly here that at value stream, this is ART1, this is Agile Release Train 1, and this is Agile Release Train 2. So when we have more than one program, so we will combine this at value stream level and create a broader value stream. So this is the basic or we can say high level organization structure of Scale Agile. So I hope this video is clear to you, and in my next video I will come up, I will share some functionality of this Scale Agile, that how this Scale Agile works, how we'll provide solution, and how we will do the incremental delivery in Scale Agile framework. So for now, this is the organization structure. I hope you got some basic idea of the Scale Agile.